Hey, good morning. Chuck here with Apple Drains. Today we're over in Tampa, Florida. We're actually not really on Davis Island, but real close to downtown. And we've got a situation over here where there is some flooding going on, a great collection system already in place. Let me show you so you can kind of... So this is the backyard of this property, and the homeowners have recently purchased it, still in the process of moving in. But what's happening is when it rains hard, water is flooding up and into the garage. We are also going to check their crawl space as well, and I'll show you that in just a second. But you can see all the channel drains that are already installed here. Lots and lots and lots of channel drains, and there's actually French drains out here in the yard. But behind that wall, and you can see there's actually a step up to it, is the alley. This is all below grade of natural drainage. So they brought all this over. They've got channel drains coming across the front of the drive, which is pretty normal. And if you look carefully, you'll notice there is a small 1-inch discharge pipe. So there must be a sump pump down there. So I'm going to go ahead and explore that and take a look, see what we find. So we're uncovering this pit, and just to kind of give you an example, you can see all the tree roots. This hasn't been uncovered for several years, and it looks like they've got a discharge line going through the top. They brought the channel drain, which is right here, and all the other collection. It comes down and drops through the top as well. But we just want to be careful as we put it, dig it up, so that we can get in there and see what's going on. Okay, let me show you where we're at. We dug up the area that covered the sump basin, and you can see the basin, the lid to the basin. But take a look what's going on inside. This is not an unusual problem. I see this quite frequently. You can see it's just root bound. I mean, full of roots. Never been maintained since it was put in. We're going to go ahead, it actually wasn't even plugged in, discovered that as well. Here is the plug, the power for this, and you can see they actually cut the end of it to plumb it, we'll call it, pull that wire through some conduit, and then come through the garage wall. But let's plug this in and see what happens. Okay, so we've plugged it in, and there is absolutely no movement because the pump is probably buried under sand. Let's pull it up. Yeah, you can see this is a real cheap pump. It's got the float probably from Lowe's or Home Depot or something like that in the past, but it's not working at all. There it goes, kicked it on. Now we've got a little bit of movement. Water is draining. Let's go ahead and see what happens here as we clean it. Deal of effort. We had to remove that pit. It wasn't big enough. And of course they put too many holes in it, so the roots had gotten into it. And I mean, you can see all the sand and debris, but this is one of those watchdog kits, if you've ever heard of watchdog, and it's really not what you need. But anyway, so now we've got a new sump basin installed, a good one with our lid on it, and we're backfilling it, so you see a lot of mud. This piece of crappy pipe right here is the inlet from all of these channel drains and French drains that run around the yard. So we were going to have to tunnel under the walk, or under the drive, make a connection, and then we'll bring that into the sump basin. And then we'll run the new Zoller, wherever it's at, M98, an 1.5-inch pipe back through this little section to the alley behind that fence back there. Okay, so we're backfilling our 1.5-inch discharge. Chance is covering that up. It goes all the way back to the fence. You can see it goes down in a little trench there. Not too worried about the depth here because number one, it goes out on the street at the alley, but number two, nobody goes back there. We've got it all plumbed together. Notice I used an 1.5-inch no hub to help make that turn because there's really not any fittings. Your PVC pipe has to run very straight. That's close to a 22.5, but not quite. But that no hub allows a little bit of flexibility. You can see we've got it plumbed all the way down into the sump basin, sump pump, check valve installed. And you see our inlet line coming in. Remember, that inlet line comes from down here by my foot where the channel drain is, and it comes into the pit. Very difficult connection because of how they put all that together, but we were able to make a nice connection there. And once we get it all backfilled, we'll plug it in, excuse me, plug it in, clean up this wonderful mess right here. Very tight quarters. Then we're going to go ahead and jet out these channel drains where they go under the pavement, under the pavers. You can see they continue on the other side. And there's a catch basin here that has a French drain that runs back into the backyard. So remember, we're down here in Tampa, Florida, and it's extremely humid here. Big, not a tropical depression, but some type of depression sits right off Tampa Bay, and it's bringing the rain showers in, and it flooded here last night pretty bad. Let me show you the garage. You can see the water, how high, the water came up last night because there was no, it did this for years while this pump wasn't even plugged in, let alone, remember all the roots in there. But this is going to work really good. That Zoller M98 easily keep up with what's going on out here. And then we're also going to address the crawl space, but not today. There are some issues underneath of there. This home is over 100 years old. We're looking at an addition, but the home is over 100 years old. All of these homes are. We are right by the water, by Davis Island, on the top of Tampa Bay. Beautiful spot, guys, just beautiful. Okay, so we're pulling out the channel grate, and the person had screens on there. It's not a good idea to do that. It just collects debris on the top. However, you can see there's a lot of leaves that drop here constantly. These are very old oak trees and pin oaks, and they drop leaves all year round. But pulling up what we can here, they actually have little pavers that are mortared down into it, and then they put that crappy screen across the top. But we'll do what we can to get that clean. I'm sure we can get it nice and clean. Then we'll go ahead and clean that catch basin. Remember, all of this collection comes over and now goes into our new sump basin installed right over here with a new sump pump, new Zoller M98. So let's get cleaning. So before we do anything else, we're just going to run the garden hose. That may be more than enough to clean all this out. You've got to get that sand out of the bottom, so you got to squirt it really hard to get your sand, because it's, whatever debris is down there, it kind of sticks like concrete. But it's looking really good. We'll wash this all the way around, and you'll see that water come around here in just a second. We're also kind of washing off some of the pavers as well, so that the sides of the channel drain as well. So we discovered some other problems here. This clean out, if you look carefully, I think you'll see it. Can you see the water flowing through there? This is leading to the sewer line. This channel drain, which we thought would turn the corner there and tie into the driveway channel drain, which goes to the sump pump, does not. It actually comes this direction, and it has no place to drain. In fact, there's no drain out of this entire channel drain. There's gaps. They left gaps between the bottom of the channel drain right here, and it trickles out, comes into the sewer, which is a big no-no. This is very illegal. Stormwater cannot go into the sewer, and that's what they've done here. So we're going to have to talk to them again about cutting the corner here, pulling all these pavers, which are down, are actually mortared, and there's actually a bed of concrete below. Coming from right here, pull pavers, break them out, cut all the way over to the channel drain, and put a connection, a solid pipe running over to that direction. So we'll talk to her about that. But again, it is something that I see it a lot, and it just amazes me what people do. And they did such a beautiful job. I mean, can you see this, you guys? This is just a really gorgeous backyard. I really like it. But they definitely have drainage problems, and we're going to take care of that. Hey, this is Chuck with Apple Drains, reminding you that if you believe you can do something, I guarantee you can do it. Have a great day. So to give you some idea where we're at, here in Tampa, behind me is Tampa Bay, and we're actually on Bayshore Boulevard, and it runs all along the Bayshore. From here, it goes over to Dale Mayberry, which goes down to MacDill Air Force Base, which is back behind me back there. But what a neat place. We're really close, here to the water of that house over there. The Tampa Bay has nothing to do with the water in their yard, but what a neat place.